Ramadan is ending, and something inside you is scared, not scared of Eid, not scared of celebration, but scared of yourself, scared that once this month ends, you'll slowly drift back to old habits, back to lazy prayers, back to scrolling at night, back to being comfortable. And what hurts most, you know you changed. Maybe not dramatically, maybe not perfectly, but you did. So the question is, will Ramadan be a memory or a turning point? The post-Ramadan truth no one talks about. Every year it happens. Ramadan gives us clarity, discipline, softness, focus. And then after Eid, life resumes. Work, family, deadlines, exhaustion, social media, Netflix, late nights, the Quran closes, the prayer mat gets folded, the urgency fades, and suddenly, the girl who was crying in sujood feels far away, not because you're a bad Muslim, but because momentum is fragile, and if you don't protect it, it slips quietly, not in one dramatic fall, but in small, gradual compromises. Ramadan was training, not a vacation. Ramadan was never meant to be a spiritual vacation. It was training. Training your nafs. Training your discipline. Training your focus. Training your ability to choose Allah over comfort. And here's the important part. Training doesn't end when the camp ends. Athletes don't say, "Well, training season is over. Guess I'll forget everything." They maintain, not everything, but something. And that something preserves the strength. Don't try to keep everything. This is where many sisters fail. They try to maintain long night prayers, full Jews daily deep journaling, perfect sleep schedule, zero scrolling, constant spiritual high. And when they can't, they crash. Then guilt comes, then shame, then avoidance, then complete drop. Listen carefully. You do not need Ramadan level intensity. You need Ramadan level sincerity, and a smaller, sustainable version of it. Choose 3 anchors. If you remember nothing else from this video, remember this. Choose 3 anchors, not 10. 3. Anchor 1, a fixed Quran time, even 5 to 10 minutes, same time daily. Anchor 2, 2 rak'ah before sleep, no matter how tired, no matter how distracted. Anchor 3, 1 character protection, maybe less gossip, maybe softer speech, maybe guarding your eyes online. 3 anchors protect identity, and identity is more powerful than motivation. Remember the person you became in sujood. Close your eyes. I want you to remember something very specific. Think of one night this Ramadan. Maybe it was during Tahajjud. Maybe it was one random quiet Isha. You were alone. No audience, no camera, no aesthetics, just you and Allah. Maybe you whispered something you've never told anyone. Maybe you cried. Maybe you didn't cry. But you meant every word. That girl? She is not a Ramadan character. She is you. Don't abandon her when Eid passes. This is the subtle danger after Eid. I will break down how regression usually starts, day 1 after Eid. I'll rest today, day 3. I'm still tired, day 5. I'll restart next week, week 2. I don't feel motivated anymore. And just like that, momentum is gone. Not because you intended to leave Allah, but because discipline fades when structure disappears. So build structure now, before Ramadan ends. Remember to build a post-Ramadan system. Don't rely on feelings. Build systems. Here's a simple framework. Fix your prayer priority. No matter what. Prayer before scrolling. Keep your night sacred. Even if it's 5 minutes of dhikr before sleep. Protect your mornings. No phone for first 10 minutes after Fajr. Schedule 1 weekly reminder. Lecture. Islamic podcast. Reflection journaling. If Ramadan was the launch, this is orbit. Expect the emotional drop. Another reason people panic after Ramadan, they expect to feel the same spiritually. You won't. Ramadan has collective energy, mosque atmosphere, community momentum, shayateen restrained. Outside Ramadan? It's different. But different doesn't mean worse. It just means you need more personal effort. And personal effort builds stronger faith. Don't let shaitan use perfectionism. There's a trick. Shaitan whispers, if you can't maintain everything, what's the point? That's perfectionism disguised as logic. Allah does not require dramatic consistency. He loves small deeds done regularly, even if small, especially if small, because small means sustainable, and sustainable means growth. Make sure you redefine success. Success after Ramadan isn't still praying 8 rak'ah nightly, isn't still reading a juz daily, isn't still feeling emotionally high. Your relationship with Allah didn't disappear. It adjusted. It matured. It stabilized. Think about this. A flame that burns too high dies quickly, but a steady flame lights a room for years. What if this Ramadan was different? What if this year you didn't allow it to become a memory? What if next Ramadan you looked back and said, I didn't go back? Imagine that confidence. Imagine entering next Ramadan stronger, not restarting from zero, not rebuilding basics, but climbing higher. That starts now, not on Monday, not after rest. Now, your future self is watching. Picture yourself 6 months from now. Either grateful you protected this growth, or regretting that you let it fade. The gap between those two futures? Tiny daily habits, not dramatic change, tiny consistency. Eid will be beautiful. Celebrate. Laugh. Enjoy your family. Dress nicely. Eat happily. Islam is balance. But after the celebrations quiet down, when you're alone again, remember who you were in sujood. Remember what you promised Allah. Remember how sincere you felt. Don't let that version of you become seasonal. Don't let Ramadan visit you. Let it transform you. Because the woman you fought to become this month deserves to stay.